with another video. This your boy Silk Living, and I'm back with another gun attachment. Alright, it's been a little minute. It's been about, let me see, about 4 or 5 days. So, I was gonna shoot this video like a week ago, but I had a little situation other than installing this trigger. So I reached out to Lakeline LLC. They were having this Black Friday holiday discount, if you will, on a new threaded barrel. I was really feeling. I wanted to go on my G3C, but like I said, I decided to do some things differently with this, pertaining with the optic and the high-rise sights, suppressor sights. So I ended up, like I said, taking everything off of my G2 and put it on my G3 for that look, right? So I'm gonna take this off just so I can get into the demonstration of what's going on. Ooh, don't drop that, not on a glass table. Okay, now we are clear, just so you know, and for YouTube purposes, because who plays with loaded guns? That's not cool. All right. So the only way for me to show you this is to show you. So I had to take this gun apart just so I can give you the demonstration of what problem I had. So Lakeline was having this sale, and I said I wasn't gonna do no more barrels because, as you know, I bought 2 threaded barrels from Lakeline. And, you know, at the time I had a sort of small issue. Not a drop-in issue, but I had an issue called a stovepipe and with the barrel. So I definitely and still need to polish the feed ramps. I haven't done that yet, but I have fired these, both of them, and they did fire. Every now and then I would get a hiccup, but I was told polish the feed ramp, use this particular grease, and there's also try different ammunition. I was using hollow points, 115 grain, and you know, they were old, so maybe that could be an issue, or I just maybe need to feed something different through my threaded barrel, you know, because I got one in the MCK, and I got like I said, this now is inside the G3C Taurus. So new barrel came in, and I thought I'd do some bananas. Now, this was going to go in the G3C, but like I said, I changed it and decided it's going to be going in my everyday carry. Look at it. She is gorgeous. See the little ported hole? Oh, it's bussin'. If you don't have one, you better get one. Now, I was always against doing a gold barrel because you know it gets dark. It's going to get black. It's going to get dirty. You can see a couple of marks on here because it has been inside of my G2. I have not fired this, but I did notice I had an issue. So I had reached out to him when I had the issue, when I put it inside of my G3C. Boom. Put the spring back in. Boom. And put it on the slide. It's not going on. Not only is it not going on, it gets stuck. And I wanted to do this on camera because I want to show I wasn't making enough. See how that's a gap in there? Now, I don't know what's the difference between the G3C and the G2, but this is what I get. When I put this gold barrel in here, this is what I get. And you see it's stuck. Now I'm going to try to slide it all the way on just so you can see what I'm dealing with on camera. Hold on. And you know, it's all the way in there. This gold barrel. Now, I'm going to take it out real quick just to put their other threaded barrel in. And I'm going to just take you guys through everything, that procedure of what's happening. Hold on. Yeah, so the barrel will get stuck. Now I'm doing it with the 30 barrel. Let me make sure I got the right. Let me see. Yeah. All right. Let me line her up. There we go. Okay. So you see, it does work. You know, and I can lock back the slide. It's working. Okay. Now I'm gonna take it back apart. It gets stuck. Now, I am going to add a little oil and grease to it because, you know what, maybe that's it. Maybe it's dry. But when I put this gold in here, I can't even get the slide to lock back. And I was asking myself, is it cut wrong? Is it, is some dimensions off? All right. So now it's on. Okay, now I have pictures of it. When I first put it on, it was a bitch. Excuse my language. But it was a big gap here. It was a gap right here. It just wasn't fitting on. So it's working today. Yeah, it's working today. But when I first put it on, it was giving me all type of problems. So what I said that I would do is I'm going to take this and put this on my G2. Now, I'm going to just do one just to show you. We're just going to put one in here. Because I was having a problem that it wouldn't rack. But it racked. So, actually, it didn't rack. It's still here. We're going to try that one more time. It racked that time. I heard it. I don't know. You know, some people told me they had to do this a few times to get it to act right. You know, I really wanted this to be in my G3. My G3 is my new firearm. I really wanted to carry it, but because it was doing that, when I talked to my gunsmith and I talked to a really close friend of mine, he was like, well, until you get this acting right, you don't want to risk your life with it. So I reached out to the guy. I said, hey, man, I'm not really sure about this. And he just kind of gave me a quick response. Nothing bad to him. No, disrespect to Lakeline. He gave me the little paper. I don't know if I have it on me. Let me see. I might. Because I want people to know, this is what you're dealing with. Because people don't know. Just because you see my videos. Here we go. And then he lets you know, hey, you may have to make some modifications. And he was pretty cut and dry. If you don't like it, just send it back. I'll refund your money. And I totally respect that. But I just want people to know, modifications, modded, stock is always better. But these are things that you deal with. If it doesn't work, they are willing to do returns. I sent him an email and he hit me back within 24 hours. And he just said that, hey, if you're not feeling it, but there's a particular grease that I recommend you guys should get it. Put a little bit on there. A couple guys on Facebook, Taurus group, said they had the same situation. I don't know if anybody had the situation I had where from the pictures you could see that the gun was kind of like offset, I would say. But a lot of guys said they had a lot of racking issues. So some added lube, some did different things, and they got it to work. So I told myself I would try a few things. I really like the gold barrel, but I don't want to lose that look from the grease. Of course, when you're firing it, it's going to diminish a little bit. But I just was going with something different for the channel. So I decided, let's put in my G2. That'll be my everyday. And something else I realized, you can't wear this and this at the same time. Y'all know this is my naked holster, which I'm currently wearing. And this is my armor laser. So this is how it looks. So I'm going to put it all back together. And hopefully I didn't lose you guys with all my rambling talking. But, this is what I'm dealing with. And I just want you guys to know. Because people see my videos. They go out and purchase things. And sometimes it doesn't go the way it went for me. All right, so let's put that back together. First, I'll put my G3 back together, so I just don't get confused when you got two firearms that look exactly alike. And like I said, this could be getting stuck like it's getting stuck now because it could just be dry. Like I said, when I took the gun all the way apart, there we go. And, you know, those are just some things you deal with. By the way, this is not a suppressor or a silencer that people keep calling it. This is a comp, okay? Muzzle brake. And you can get this on eBay. They make a whole bunch of them, a lot of different kinds. I just chose, I have two of these. If you want this particular one, I have an extra one. I will sell it. I won't bust your head on it, so just hit me up if you're interested. Forgot to put this back on there. Let me throw that back on there. And then we'll get to the other firearm. Okay, so let's get right into this one. So take the barrel. And like I said, it slides in perfectly. As you can see, it's gorgeous. They make really nice shit. I love it. You guys should sponsor me. I'm just saying that. They make some really nice shit. I'll probably be buying some more shit from them. It's just, you know, you hate when you get something. And it's like being a kid, man. You get home, you get that new toy, you open the box, and ain't no damn batteries in it. And you're just upset. So I felt like, you know, when I bought this and it was locking up on me, I was just a little upset, man. So I was just, you know, reaching out. You know, look at that. No issues. Look at that. Do it one more time. I don't know if y'all saw that on camera. Get real close. Tilt it like that. You know, hold on. Here we go. Boom. No problem. So, I'm going to do, again, one bullet. And hopefully, let me get a different one this time. Hopefully, I don't have the same issue. These are a bitch to slide through. But I don't know. So I still have to take it to the range. I still have to fire it. Okay, here we go. Safe position. Finger off the trigger. Stovepipe. See that? So, like I said, I may have to file it down a little bit. I may have to add the grease that he recommended. But I am receiving that. This is not the first time that I've received this with Lakeline barrels. Actually, even the threaded barrel was doing this. I showed you guys in another video. But like I said, what I still, and you see it went in that time, what I still recommend buying from them, hell yeah. You know, I used to mod cars, so you know it comes with the territory of buying something and it doesn't fit or it needs some type of modifications. I just won't carry this until it's running at 100% and I feel safe with it. You know, I'll just change the barrel and run it stock until, and you know I have 3 of these. So, and like I said, we're supposed to be getting either Canic, subcompact, or we're going to do a Glock. So it's up to you guys which gun I buy. I'm still waiting on comments. You know, you guys tell me which one y'all want to see, or do y'all want me to get another Taurus? But you know, on this is clear, just to show you. It is clear. Safe direction. You know. That's what I'm dealing with. So I have the grease coming. I'm going to try it. At first I was like, you know what, I'm not going to drop the video. I'm going to wait till I get the grease. But I want to show you guys before and after. And I didn't really get to do that when I had the problem with the first barrel. I don't know if anybody else is having these. Now this is a PT111 slash G2. And you can see the name right there. Boom. The original. These are the ones with the slide locks that no longer lock. And this is, that's a G3. My brand new G3. So, you know, I need to do the polish and the filing and see if I can get these barrels to, you know, I don't really have, I've had a few stovepipes out of the threaded, you know, but it's acting the same way this one did. And like I said, once you put some rounds through the barrel, you know, and then I also want to change the type of ammunition I'm using. This is 115. So I do want to get some better quality ammunition and feed it through there and see if that makes a change. So again, I apologize for the video being so long, you know, trying to get to the point, but I just want to make out that, you know, I want to show you guys the good and the bad. I'm not trying to down this company at all, because majority, if not all of my products that I've purchased comes from Lakeline LLC. I'm still going to buy from them. I'm still going to give my money to them. I love it. I'm glad that they were the first ones to, or they were some of the first people to do products for Taurus, because I had a Taurus. I have a Taurus, and I was looking for shit myself, you know, and I was kind of bummed out that I had a gun that was cheap and I couldn't put no cool things on it, and it bothered me. But now I have plenty of things to add, and I love it. So this is my everyday carry, but I'm not carrying it until I get this rocking correctly. But what I do right now, I'm just taking this out and running a stock barrel through it, and then I carry it like that. And I carry it with a 12, you know, because I'm a big guy. So there's no point in carrying it with no, you know, no 15, more house defense for it. 15 round or 18 round or 20 round, you know, house shit like that. But if I feel like I need to, I will bring the G3. Or, you know, like I said, I'll pop this out, and then, you know, if I feel like I need a 32 for some weird ass reason, I will. And if I feel like I just want to, you know, bring the 18 round or whatever, it's no problem. I just think the 12s is, you can't bust them with 12. You don't need to shoot nobody. I mean, it don't take all that, bro. You just shooting it. You just hit the innocent nigga. Now you just fucking up. You know what I'm saying? You don't really need all this, but you know, it is what it is, and everybody carry like they want to carry. So that's the issue I'm having. I apologize if I'm rambling. Yeah. This is what I'm dealing with. So if you are dealing with that problem and you do have a Lakeline barrel, they do have a grease. I'm gonna post a picture of that grease that I purchased from Amazon. I'm waiting on mine to come. I'm going to use it. I'm going to make another video. This will be a follow-up video to show you and for myself if this shit works. Otherwise, I ain't fucking with the barrels no more. But all three of my barrels have done the same thing. The stovepipe, which I've learned that's what it's called, and I've also got the failure to feed from the spring. Now, see, it's the stock spring back on here, and the stock spring back on here too. I changed them because the pound was too much, so I ended up swapping mine back out. I still have them. I still rock them. One inside the MCK, but you know, it's just too much. So I think the more you work the gun in, and there's nothing wrong with the stock one, you know, but all my parts come from Lakeline. But yeah, you do get issues with what I have, and I'm pretty sure other people have, so they had to do a few modifications to it. So I just want to put that out there, because if you buy something based off my YouTube video, I feel like you should know the good, bad, and the ugly, you know, and then from there you can make a judgment if you still want to purchase it. And that can happen with anybody, not just them. So like I said, I'm not downing them. I still keep tinkering. Lakeline, Amazon, Galloway Precision. I'm still going to keep buying from all of them. Gun Mag Warehouse, Magpul. I'm still going to keep buying from all of them. It's not going to change. It's just, I'm just telling you, the whole grip, naked holster. I'm just going to tell you the good, the bad, and the ugly. So this ain't a diss video. It's a real video. So y'all take care of yourself and your friends. Wear your mask. And I'll see y'all in another one. Peace.